What's up, guys? We're back to r/Prorevenge. Really feels like I can't stay away from this for too long, but whatever. Anyways, we got two more stories for you today. For the first story today, ROP has his $1,800 security deposit stolen from him, so check out the lengths this guy will go to get his money back. And for the second story, we've got a rude and overly loud neighbor, so ROP ruins his TV episode. And unless this is your first time here, you know we've got a bonus as well, so stick around for that. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Steal my security deposit and ignore me for a year? Say goodbye to your staff and reputation. So, background. Around Thanksgiving 2017, my wife's company offered her a fantastic promotion, which she accepted, even though it meant moving across the state by January 1st. The month of December was insanity. List and sell a house, find a short-term rental, which would accept 4 pets, pack, move, etc. A lot of whiskey magically disappeared, but I got it all done, and we moved into our rental house, and all was well. We bought our new home and moved, and the rental lease officially ended April 1st. The property manager followed the state laws correctly so far, and we were told we'd get the $1,800 owed for the security deposit back by May. Spoiler alert, it never came. I spent the next 4 months going back and forth with the property manager and hearing, "It's coming, we never got your paperwork," blah blah. I got sick of this, and I got 2 different lawyers involved and sent them official demand letters. I also filed a formal complaint with the State Division of Real Estate against their license. The PM kept telling the state investigators that they would pay us back, but nothing ever happened. I didn't want to formally sue via our lawyer because he charges $300 an hour and it's all up front. I was hesitant to go to small claims court because it's a $5,000 max in our state, and the damages we were legally owed are 3 times the $1,800 deposit, which puts us over the cap. So I'd have to give up on some of the damages we're legally entitled to seek, eat roughly $500 total in fees, and then go through that whole process for the next year. And assuming we won the judgment, then go through the collection process for another year or 2. An option, one we'd win, but a big pain in my butt. So this is where Prorevenge comes in. It was initially petty. Say their website is crappypropertymanagers.com. I bought crappypropertymanagers.co for $12 and posted all of my screenshots and info about their theft and bullcrap for the world to see. And then I bombed it all over their Facebook pages, as well as the personal pages for the main partners and their Yelp page. I got kicked out of it. They took their pages down. Petty revenge wins, right? My little website caused a bigger boom than I anticipated. Basically, this PM has 2 principal agents in charge and a broker. One of the agents is married to the broker. Beneath them, they had 5 realtors. I sent my new website to them all, everywhere I could. Turns out, the partner who isn't married to the broker had no idea that the broker and his wife were stealing money from the PM company. Their realtors had no idea either. 2 of them quit immediately, and one reached out to me to let me know why she quit and that she was going to a new broker. But the other principal of the company was mortified. She asked me to leave her name out of it and take the stuff down, etc. And I just politely, but coldly, replied, "Hey, your business partners/broker stole my money, and I can back everything I'm saying with documents. Not my problem." She promised she'd get things resolved, and for the first time in 10 months, the broker started answering my emails. We worked out a deal, and now they're paying us $200 a month until December, which will cover the amount owed plus the extra for our legal fees. The first check came last week, It actually bounced. But I made them send me a cashier's check, and they have to send the cashier's checks going forward, so we did get our first installment. I've also learned that the state investigation has been turned over to the state's legal department, and the broker and his wife will likely lose their license. The state investigator said they had multiple complaints against them, but I was the most thorough and had the most documentation against them. So our complaint was a big reason they had the ammo to push it to the legal team. So all told, my crappy little website ended up costing them 40% of their real estate team, resulted in them removing their business Facebook license, pushed the investigation into their license over to a state legal team, still ongoing, and resulted in them finally having to start paying us not only the $1,800 we're owed, but the legal fees I spent on top of it. Oh, and that bounce check? I made them send me a certified check for $12 to cover the bank fees for that too. TLDR, property manager refuses to return our security deposit, so I set up a new website calling them out, which resulted in them losing staff and having to pay the money they owe me, plus extra. I really do hope this turns into some serious jail time for these two, at the very least a year plus, because you're not just stealing $50, $100 here and there, you're stealing some serious money, $1,800 on just one of your properties. Lord knows how much else you've stolen. How I got my revenge on a TV show. So, to begin this story, I have to explain. I'm a college student in Portugal, so sorry if my English isn't 100%. I was born and raised in Azores, some little islands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. In order to pursue college, I had to move to the mainland. For this, I had to rent an apartment. It's a good apartment. 3 rooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room, a kitchen. It's in a quiet neighborhood, so all's good. This was until they started to do construction work in an apartment above. This construction work is made by a TV show called, yep, I'm just going to apologize for this now, Querido Mudé a Casa. That literally translates to, honey, I changed the house. It's quite famous here. They remodeled the entire house, replacing everything in it with new furniture, new floors, you get it. So they make a lot of noise. I'm not the party kind of guy, and I'm quite calm and peaceful guy that likes to stay home, have some friends here, drink a bit, play some games, etc. And also, I do a lot of my college work at night in the apartment. I spend most of the day in class. So, to explain this, Portugal has a law that you can make noise from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Most of my classes start around 11 to 12 p.m., which works great for me, since I go to sleep around 4 a.m. due to all the work I have to do, and plus, a little time for myself. They start drilling the floor around 8 a.m. every single day. Me and my housemate were shocked by the amount of noise they were doing. We let it pass since it didn't take more than a week to replace the floor. I make that assumption because me and my dad did it once to our house back in the island. But no, that noise lasted for the entire time they were there. I got a bit upset since I couldn't sleep, but I also couldn't leave the college work undone. So I decided to try and talk with them. I went to the upstairs apartment and knocked. Then came this really fat and short guy looking at me like I wasn't even there. And the talk went like this. Me: hi, I'm from the apartment below. FG: hey, what do you want? Me: I was gonna ask if you guys could start the drilling at around 10 a.m. I'm a college student and I do most of my work at night. Sometimes I only get to sleep at the morning. Is it possible? FG: nah, we got a job to do. You should go to sleep earlier if you want to sleep. He closes the door. I was pissed, but remained calm. After all, it kinda is my fault if I go to bed at that time. Some time goes by and the noise continues. I get grumpier and grumpier. I call the customer service of the show. They said politely that there's nothing they can do about it since it's in the legal rights. I should talk with the guy in the apartment so we can come to a conclusion. Weeks go by. I'm wondering, that effing apartment is the same size as mine. How the hell are they taking so long? Until a glorious morning, I wake up, normal routine, I go to the bathroom to take a shower. When I turn the light on, what do I see? My bathroom full of clay. Everything completely dirty, rocks everywhere, and a hole right on top of the effing toilet. I'm furious. My housemate arrives that morning. He is not a calm person in this situation. I tell him all about this. We go to the upper apartment and I convince him to let me talk. He agrees. I knock on the door. To my surprise, the same fat guy, but this time he was looking at me. Me, you guys opened a hole in my bathroom. He interrupts. FG, yeah, we know. We already covered up our part. Me, okay, but what about ours? FG, can't you guys fix it? I mean, you are men. Can't you fix the house? My friend is furious, but I calmly put my hand on him and keep talking. Me, no way. You guys broke it. You're gonna fix it unless we have to call the landlord and sue your show for this. FG, okay. We will fix it. No need to get all formal. We came back to the house. We could hear them making fun of us because of this hole. My friend is furious, but I calm him because I already thought of a way to get back at them. Couple days go by when they finally decide to fix the hole. Two nice guys came down and fixed it. Said they were sorry and everything. We chatted. They were cool. But my revenge was already planned. Sorry, dudes. Me and my friend both have JBL speakers. The good one that can really play loud. This is where it begins. Every day I started to go to bed early now, so I can be up at 8 a.m. First, I take a shower and set up for college. Then, I plug both of the speakers to my laptop. Search for Japanese porn. You know, 'cause Japanese girls scream like hell in high-pitched voices. Leave up the volume in maximum and let it play in loop until I get home around 6 p.m. Oh, my amusement was speechless. My housemate agreed with this since we both started to leave the apartment earlier. Until one day, we heard a knock at our door. It was the fat guy. FG, hey, I don't know what you're doing, but it has to stop. We are recording today, and we can't have those weird noises in the background. They record the episodes in the house, so they can authenticate the sound in the house and everything. They could easily use a studio for the sound, but they are really cheap on saving money. Me, nah. Since you're in the legal right to make noise from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., I am too. I can make the noise I want in that period of time. FG, that will really hurt the show, and you know that. People love this show. Probably your mother watches it and loves it. Me, maybe. But she knows how things are around here, so she doesn't really mind. I don't really mind, and the landlord doesn't mind. Can't you fix it yourself? The fat guy goes mad, starts stomping on the ground as he turns around and leaves. This continues. I see the camera crew arriving from my window. They enter the apartment, knock on my door. I didn't even answer. Just some loud, lewd noises all day. This goes for 3 straight days with the camera crew. But one day, they never tried again. I think the episode was canceled due to the noise. The funniest part is that they make this construction free for people. The only revenue they gain is from the viewership of the episodes. It puts a smile on my face when I know that they just wasted a budget for nothing. Ah, sweet revenge. You know, if the guy would have at least been nice and said, hey, I know we're being loud, we've really got a time we've got to meet, I'm so sorry. A little nice. The OP sounds like a reasonable enough guy that he would have said, okay, that's fine. As long as you're done within a certain time period, we're good. But no, he had to be an entitled jerk and it ended up biting him in the butt. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up the stories. Now let's mosey on over to the bonus section of the day, which is gonna be r/nice girls. Let's get it going. I don't like you as a person, but you and I had decent sex, and we have great sex. So, or not. I guess when you're being used for sex, it's a bit too much. LMAO. Bruh, stop texting me. Dude, I'm so sorry. I was drunk. Like, get over yourself. It happens, okay? I was drunk and I wanted some penis in my life, and you're the only little wuss I know. Alright, delete my number. You know, I just want to know, how was the sex? She says it started off as decent sex, and then she said they have great sex. So, I like to ask the important questions personally. Imagine not liking me back. Me, a beautiful, intelligent, hilarious, phenomenal woman. Tragic. You know, she does have that look about her, that she would step on my face with 6-inch high heels just to get a little higher in life. Damn, I ghosted him a while back, and now he's talking to another girl? Shake my head, men ain't crap. You expect guys to stick around while they get ghosted? Life goes on. Yes, no one told him he could move on. Here's an idea. What if you just put us into little cubbies to stick inside your closet, and whenever you feel the need to use us, you just take us out and we're ready to go. Those 18 to 25-year-olds are nothing but a bunch of dummies. Why don't they want to date women over 35? We're much smarter than those girls. I can't stand them, but men seem to love them. Maybe it's their bodies. LOL. That's all they have to offer? Sex? That's it. You know, maybe it's just me, but you being over 35, you could be an 18-year-old's mom. Maybe that has something to do with it. Could be wrong, but who knows. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.